Aman, good morning. Bijendra, good morning. All well? All well, Aman? Yes. So today I'll finish your the role of civil society, Panchayati Raj institutions. Yeah, and on Monday we'll start new topic, right? We'll start from the very beginning, the making of India's constitution. And Shivani and Avinav both have, gone through. Shivani and Avinav, if you want, you can continue, but if you want, you can make a one week gap. Right? In 1 week, I'll teach making of India's constitution and preamble. In the next week, I'll start fundamental right. You can continue. Most welcome.
Sir, can you please pardon? I didn't listen.
I didn't listen. Okay. Fine, Avinav, it's all right. मैंने कहा क्या कि मंडे से हम लोग नया टॉपिक शुरू करेंगे, राइट? हाँ, तो मंडे से शुरू करेंगे तो वेरी बिगिनिंग, राइट? थोड़ा सा मतलब मेकिंग ऑफ इंडियाज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से. So since Shivani, you and Avinav both have done making of India's constitution.
No, sir, we didn't. Sir, historical perspective, are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm talking about the beginning of polity.
Okay.
ठीक है, तो वो आपने किया हुआ है, तो आप अगर मन करे तो you can continue. Most welcome. If you want to revise your notes for a week and then can join, I'll teach preamble and making of India's constitution in the next week.
Sir, we have discussed about preamble.
Preamble discuss किया ना, and making of India's
sir.
constitution भी discuss कर लिया है शायद.
नहीं किया सर, नहीं किया. अपन को करना था, फिर न्यू बैच आ गए, न्यू स्टूडेंट्स आ गए थे.
अच्छा, मेकिंग ऑफ इंडियाज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं किया? कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली बताया था. Exactly. So you were there. You were also there. Yes. Yeah, most welcome. अगर लगे आपको किसी से पढ़ा हुआ है तो मैं क्लास थोड़ा बंक कर सकती हूँ, रिवीजन कर सकती हूँ. Most welcome. You can utilize your time. That is my purpose to say. But if you want to continue, you can continue. On Monday.
12th schedule we will do afterwards.
Sorry?
The 12th schedule we will do afterwards.
12th schedule?
Yes, municipality.
Municipality में देखो स्टोरी वहीं तक 19 ये तक सही है, 74 तक. और वहां पर भी जो है हमारे पास, जैसे 1/3 रिजर्वेशन है, राइट? प्लानिंग कमीशन है, इलेक्शन कमीशन है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक सेम है. तो थोड़ा सा लक्ष्मीकांत को देखिएगा, ठीक है? मेजोरिटी पार्टी इज सेम, ठीक है? जी.
If you allow, can I revise what we have studied before?
Why not? See, who am I to allow you? You are most welcome.
So, sir, we have done preamble, means idea of preamble, and that is a sovereignty, socialist, and democratic.
सब कुछ कर सकते हैं दोबारा. ये मैं बोलूँ कि आप इरिटेट मत होना कि सर दोबारा बार-बार पढ़ा रहे ये चीज. हाँ
सर, सुनिए तो लिबर्टी,
अमन का नहीं हुआ है, विजेंद्र का नहीं हुआ है. मैं सोच रहा हूँ कुछ नए स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको भी ज्वाइन करा लूं, ताकि उनका भी फिर शुरू से पढ़ते रहेंगे वो भी अपना.
सर, preamble हो गया है, फिर डिबेट ऑन preamble, फिर we study about बेरीवाला यूनियन केस, बेरूबारी, एंड
आर्टिकल 12 पढ़ाना शुरू किया था मैंने. आर्टिकल 12, 13, 14 के बाद से फिर से नया मैंने शुरू कर दिया था, है ना?
यस सर.
आई रिमेम्बर.
13 के बाद शुरू हुआ था.
यस.
रूल ऑफ लॉ तक पढ़ लिया था अपन ने. बट सर मेकिंग ऑफ इंडिया नहीं हुआ था, हिस्टोरिकल आइडिया नहीं हुआ था.
हाँ, फंडामेंटल राइट कंप्लीट नहीं होता. फंडामेंटल राइट मैं 1 महीने पढ़ाता हूँ, 1 महीने पढ़ाऊंगा. फंडामेंटल राइट पूरे एक चीज, कितने लॉ क्या, सबके बारे में पढ़ाऊंगा. चाहे होमोसेक्सुअल हो, चाहे वो मैरिटल रेप हो, एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल रेप हो, राइट? सब सारे राइट्स पढ़ाऊंगा. नेक्स्ट वीक.
Along with the making of constitution afterwards.
Next week. Yes, fundamental right now. Next week I'll teach you making of India's constitution. Most welcome. नहीं कंप्लीट हुआ तो हम आ जाएंगे, पढ़ेंगे कल से, मंडे से, मेकिंग ऑफ इंडिया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, क्योंकि सभी ला कभी नहीं हुआ है, बहुत लोगों का नहीं हुआ है, केवल अभिनव और शिवानी ने किया है। तो अभिनव और शिवानी के लिए रिवीजन हो जाएगा।
मी अभिनव एंड स्वाति,
सॉरी,
मी अभिनव एंड स्वाति वर देयर।
हाँ, यू अभिनव एंड स्वाति वर देयर। तो स्वाति ने तो ब्रेक लिया है 2-3 महीने का, शी विल ज्वाइन लेटर। जब ज्वाइन करेगी तब कोई बात नहीं, फिर देखा जाएगा स्वाति को।
यस सर।
तो कल हमने क्या बात किया, थोड़ा ये बात कर लेते हैं। टुडे इज February 16, 17। मैं चीजें बहुत जल्दी भूलता हूं भाई, कुछ टैबलेट बताओ। राइट, आई थिंक यू नो आई फॉरगेट थिंग्स वेरी सून।
सर बादाम देसी उपाय।
बादाम?
यस सर।
कच्चा बादाम?
कच्चा बादाम तो नहीं, भिगो के।
गाना सुना है कच्चा बादाम?
यस सर।
It was so popular, नहीं? Hi Priya, good morning. Okay, Avinav, I'll inform you if I'll find some medicine. Yeah.
I will send you the mail today. You said that you will send something.
Yeah, I sent only to Shivani.
You have sent it.
Yes.
I had sent to Shivani. Shivani, did you share with the group?
Sir, I actually saw just now, so I will share by today.
अच्छा, शेयर कर दीजिएगा, अदरवाइज मैं आज सबको भेज दूंगा।
No sir, I will share, no problem.
मैं 5 बजे निकल जाता हूँ यहाँ से, आपने 6 बजे के आसपास किया था। You remember? Yes.
I want to ask something. That yesterday we have studied about caste in Panchayat. So in this, there was a line that when Panchayati Raj was implemented, it was thought that casteism and feudalism will go away with the absence of democracy.
With
so,
advent
of democracy.
Not absent of democracy. Advent मतलब डेमोक्रेसी के आगमन से ये जो जातिवाद है सब खत्म हो जाएगा।
या वही मैं सोच रही थी, एब्सेंट गलत
नहीं तो मतलब ही गड़बड़ हो जाएगा फिर।
वही तो।
Yes, Priya, go ahead with your basic questions. बोलो। All right.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I want to ask about old like EPFO and just a second, I have doubts.
Yeah.
I've written somewhere. I'll just see one second.
Meanwhile, can I come up? Yes.
Go ahead.
So, sir, one more. That Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar opposed the Gandhi idea of Gram Swaraj, and he said that individual rather than village should be unit of political administration in India. It should be based on a liberty, equality, fraternity. He used blaze as den of the ignorance. So what Bhimrao Ambedkar want to say that Gram Swaraj should not be there.
Yeah, he was opposed Gram Swaraj. He opposed Gram Swaraj. He opposed the idea of Panchayat.
Yes, sir. ये कुछ गलत लिखा है क्या मैंने देखिए. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar opposed Gandhi's idea of Gram Swaraj, and he said that individual rather than village should be unit of political administration.
Rather than village, na?
Yeah.
Rather than village,
Rather than village should be unit of political.
आपने सही लिखा है. It means individual rather than village should be, यानी individual should be इसका unit of political administration in India.
Individuals should be okay. So there should not be village panchayat, but individuals should be elected. Individuals should be there.
अच्छा, इंडिविजुअल रादर देन विलेज मतलब होता है कि इंडिविजुअल होना चाहिए, विलेज नहीं होना चाहिए, इसका मतलब ये होता है। रादर जब यूज करते हैं ना तो एक होगा और दूसरा नहीं होगा।
या ये तो पता है सर, बट what he wants to convey that individual rather than village should be unit of political
Exactly, he
administration.
said individual should be the unit of political administration in India. It means individual work, individual, merit, individual worth should be the unit, right?
So
And
means-
liberty, equality, and fraternity should be the principle of life, right?
Okay.
There should not be hierarchy like caste.
Okay.
There should be maitri, fraternity. He said, we among the liberty, equality, and fraternity is the most important in any democracy, especially for India. What idea? है ना, उन्होंने ट्रिनिटी की ये जो तीनों चीजें है ना, लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी, फ्रैटर्निटी, उसने बोला दिस इज ट्रिनिटी, लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी एंड फ्रैटर्निटी। आपने पूछा है तो मैं थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन ज्यादा करता हूं। दिस इज ए ट्रिनिटी, दिस इज ए यूनियन ऑफ ट्रिनिटी, right, which help India to establish a true democratic society. Fraternity is the most important because in India there is a graded inequality. जब मैं आपको राइट्स पढ़ाऊंगा तो बताऊंगा आर्टिकल 17 more about Ambedkar, his view, his perspective on Indian society. Got it? So he said individual हमें लेना चाहिए, इंडिविजुअल को बेसिक, और इंडिविजुअल को जो भी पनिशमेंट है या रिवार्ड है उसके मेरिट के हिसाब से मिलना चाहिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं इसमें। बट गांव को हम नहीं बना सकते क्योंकि गांव एक ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर है जहां पर हायरार्की है, जहां पर अपर कास्ट का एक बोलबाला है सदियों से, राइट? एंड हियर यू कैन सी कम्युनलिज्म, कास्ट कम्युनलिज्म इज टॉकिंग अबाउट, ही इज नॉट talking about religious communalism, he is talking about caste communalism. Communalism तब होता है जब हम दूसरे कम्युनिटी को इंफीरियर मानते हैं, अपने आप को सुपीरियर मानते हैं। What is communalism? Communalism when you think that my idea, my community is great, better than those, and other are inferior. It is good to have confidence in your own self कि my community is good, we are good society, right? But at the same time, if you thinking the other are bad, then you are becoming communal. It is a proud to be Hindu. If you are a Hindu, you should be take proud of it, no problem. But when you think that Muslim is, bad, right? They can't compare with the Hindu, you are becoming communal, where you are portraying other as an inferior, as a weak. Are you getting my point, Shivani? तो कोई ठीक है, चलो चलो, yes Priya, go ahead. हाँ प्रिया, EPFO पूछ रही थी आप शायद।
हाँ सर, ओल्ड
Your voice is not audible.
sir, pension. I was asking about pension schemes.
Old pension scheme.
Old pension schemes, new pension
Old and
schemes.
new. Old and new pension scheme.
देखो, old pension scheme में क्या था पता है?
Sir,
Old
एक मिनट, network issue, एक second.
Yeah. Am I audible now? Yeah. So old pension scheme क्या था? Yes, Abhinav is right. 50% of your last drawn salary, you will get it. ठीक है? Right. उसमें कितना कुछ परसेंट आपका कटता था हर साल, हर महीने आपके सैलरी से, कुछ परसेंट गवर्नमेंट देती थी, ठीक है, एंड देन इट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट योर पेंशन एंड यू गेट पेंशन टिल योर डेथ. दैट वाज वेरी मच ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम. अब न्यू पेंशन स्कीम क्या है? बेसिकली यू नो ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम हैज बीन abolished by the government in 2004. Yeah, 2004. In 2004, right? The new pension scheme here, you know, anyone can, not only government employee, but anyone can start that. This was for only government employee.
Private sector don't give these benefits.
Yeah, no, you can start new pension scheme. NPS आप खुलवा सकते हैं.
NPS.
NPS वही तो है new pension scheme.
Yes.
Anyone can open. You can contribute money, right? And the accumulated money जो भी होगा उसमें से आपको pension मिलेगा last में.
Sometimes it is also called national pension scheme.
National pension scheme. Yes. There is. Right. Old scheme was only for the government employee. New schemes is for everyone. Even मैंने अकाउंट खुलवाया, मैंने 10,000 डाला, 3 साल पहले की बात बता रहा हूँ, उसके बाद नहीं डाला पैसा. Why should I pay? Why should I preserve some money? जो बहुत साल के बाद should I not put that money in another area? Yes, Shivani.
So what I think, new pension scheme is no, SIP is better than new pension scheme, sir.
Old pension scheme was always better.
Yes, sir. Old was good, but new pension scheme से तो SIP है और maturity उसमें mutual fund में invest कर लो.
Yes, you are right. Mutual fund में better है.
पॉलिसी बाजार मैंने तो कर दिया, पॉलिसी बाजार में चल रहा है.
पॉलिसी बाजार
मैं म्यूचुअल फंड, यस सर, HDFC.
अच्छा, मुझे इतना ज्यादा पता नहीं है, मुझे एक आध पता है, ज्यादा नहीं पता है.
और SIP चला दो, उससे अच्छा.
वो मेरा SIP ही चल रहा है, मतलब वही 2-2 हजार रुपए के एक आध.
यस सर.
हाँ ठीक है. प्रिया, डिड यू गेट इट? मुझे इतना ज्यादा आइडिया नहीं है, बट बेसिक आइडिया जो था मुझे मेरे पास, मैंने दे दिया. Higher pension, higher salary. Of course, higher salary would get higher pension. आप जितना पैसा जमा करेंगे, वहां पर है न्यू NPS में, you can add money any amount, but 50,000 would be the tax rebated. यानी 50,000 आप जमा करिए, ये टैक्स रिडक्शन गवर्नमेंट में ये हो जाता है.
बट सर बहुत सारे स्टेट्स कह रहे हैं हम ओल्ड के फिर से लागू करेंगे करके, बट तो डिफरेंस क्या हो गया?
ओल्ड क्या है ना,
एडवांटेज क्या है
गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय के लिए मैं बता रहा हूँ. ये है केवल गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय के लिए ओल्ड वाला, राइट. और जो ओल्ड NPS है, इट वाज बेटर फॉर द गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय, नॉट फॉर दोज हु हैव नो गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स. उनके लिए कोई मतलब ही नहीं है उसमें. NPS में है, इट इज इक्वल फॉर एवरीवन, बट इट इज नॉट गुड फॉर द गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय. गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय जो हैं, दे आर रिसोर्स ना, राइट. गवर्नमेंट टेक्स हिज लायबिलिटी टू कैंसिल ओल्ड. यस. यहाँ पर ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम में, ओल्ड जो पेंशन स्कीम है उसमें गवर्नमेंट के पास लायबिलिटी है. यहाँ पर गवर्नमेंट के पास लायबिलिटी नहीं है. आप पैसा जमा कीजिए, गवर्नमेंट उसी पैसा को कहाँ खर्च करेगी, कहाँ लगाएगी? इक्विटी में, सेंसेक्स में, म्यूचुअल फंड में. वही पैसा रिटर्न होगा, वो आपको देगा.
NPS में भी 50% of transport से भी
50% ऑफ? नहीं.
उसमें काफी कम अमाउंट मिलता है.
NPS में जितना जमा होगा ना, उसी हिसाब को बांट देंगे आपको. 5,000, 10,000. यस. सो उसके 50% का पैसा आपको एलोकेट कर देंगे, 50% वो अपने पास रखेंगे. गवर्नमेंट बहुत चालाक है. यस प्रिया.
So then why non-government employees are more towards old one, non-government? वो भी चाहते हैं कि हम ओल्ड में ही जाएं करके.
हाँ, गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय चाहते हैं ओल्ड में जाएं.
नहीं, नॉन गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज
नहीं, नॉन गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय को कोई मतलब ही नहीं है। देखो, अब मैं नॉन गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय हूँ, मेरा भाई को अगर एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिले तो अच्छा हुआ ना कि ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम रहे। It would be better if my ward or my brother or my sister gets a government employment. He or she should get the old pension scheme.
बट सर न्यू में तो कवरेज ज्यादा है ना, तो फिर ओल्ड में ज्यादातर क्यों बोल रहे हैं कि ओल्ड में ज्यादा जाएंगे करके?
Old is good for. हाँ, बोलो शिवानी को। यस,
बोलो। यस सर। सर, न्यू पेंशन स्कीम में क्या है, 10% सैलरी में से डिडक्ट हो जाता है उनका। और ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम में गवर्नमेंट को देना होता था, मतलब उनकी सैलरी में से कुछ डिडक्शन नहीं होता था। उनको पीएफ भी मिलता था और गवर्नमेंट अलग से पेंशन देती थी आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट। और न्यू पेंशन स्कीम में 10% वो पीएफ भी डिडक्ट होता है और 10% ये टैक्स भी डिडक्ट हो जाता है। यही सब मिला के वो बाद में पेंशन देते हैं। तो वो एक्चुअली अपन अपना ही पैसा कटवा रहे होते हैं, तो वो सबको प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है।
एग्जैक्टली, अपना ही पैसा उनको अपने खुद को मिलता है।
यस
ओल्ड
सर।
पेंशन स्कीम में गवर्नमेंट का कंट्रीब्यूशन होता था।
हाँ, गवर्नमेंट देती थी उसमें से। जैसे पीएफ 12 अपना होता है, 12 एम्प्लॉयर का होता है, तो ऐसे ही गवर्नमेंट का होता है पीएफ, और डिडक्शन हो जाता है सैलरी में से, पहले नहीं होता था वो।
ओके। और एनपीएस सबके लिए है ना?
हाँ, एनपीएस सबके लिए है सर।
बट
वो तो
एनपीएस
अपनी सैलरी में से, जैसे आपने बताया ईपीएफओ अपना अकाउंट खुलवा लो, तो वो सैलरी में से डिडक्ट करवा लो। बाकी गवर्नमेंट
जब आपने ऑटो डिडक्शन इनेबल किया है तब, नहीं तो आपको पेमेंट देना पड़ेगा।
हाँ, नहीं तो फिर करना पड़ेगा।
इफ यू हैव इनेबल्ड ऑटो डिडक्शन देन को हर महीने अपने आप कट जाएगा।
यस सर।
राइट।
प्रॉब्लम मेनली सबको यही हो रही है कि गवर्नमेंट क्यों नहीं अपने जेब से दे रहा है, हम लोग का पैसा
दे रहा है। गवर्नमेंट क्यों नहीं दे रहा है?
यस।
ओके।
इतना ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है ये पेंशन स्कीम के बारे में। जस्ट यूजिंग माय कॉमन सेंस।
ओके सर, थैंक यू शिवानी।
कहाँ पे पढ़ा था प्रिया?
सर, द हिंदू में था, 16 फैक्ट का, फ्रंट पेज पे ही था। सर, आजकल रोज ही आ रहे हैं इसके ईपीएफओ के।
सॉरी,
ईपीएफओ के रोज ही आ रहे हैं आजकल आर्टिकल, मतलब ऑल्टरनेट डेज पे तो आ ही जा रहे हैं।
अच्छा, मुझे देखनी थी, चेक मैंने देखा नहीं है।
एक्चुअली मुझे पता है, क्योंकि मेरे फादर गवर्नमेंट जॉब में, तो हमेशा चिड़चिड़ाते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट ने हम लोग का पैसा काट के हम लोग को देंगे, पेंशन बंद कर दी, पैसा बचाओ।
हाँ, ओके, राइट।
यस।
इन ओल्ड पेंशन स्कीम गवर्नमेंट हैज लायबिलिटी। न्यू पेंशन स्कीम में उसके पास लायबिलिटी नहीं है गवर्नमेंट के पास। अच्छा, चलो, लेट मी टॉक अबाउट यस, कास्ट एंड पंचायत हो गया ना? कुछ और पूछना है कास्ट एंड पंचायत से? नहीं? लेट मी टॉक अबाउट सिविल सोसाइटी। यस, Atal Bihari Vajpayee is not liked by the government. Yes, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was not liked by the employee, because not only employee, the all person who thought that pension is a good idea, right? Pension is a good idea. So because he dissolved the pension, old pension scheme, right? So that's why government employee does not like Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. Anyway, now come to civil society group. Civil society group, NGO, NGOs and Panchayat. Priya, on Monday we will start from beginning, making of India's constitution. Few more people will add up, and then from beginning to end, right? जिसको revision करना है, they can continue, right? जिसको लगे कि मैंने कर लिया, ये सब पढ़ लिया, they want, not continue, most welcome, no problem. ठीक है? Now, yesterday I talked about civil society. Did you get the idea of civil society? What is the idea of civil society? कैसे civil society को organize कैसे define करेंगे?
Voluntary organization aimed for a common good.
Yeah, it is any voluntary organization aimed for a common good, right, and works under the rule of law can be called civil society. लिख लीजिए. Any voluntary organization aimed at common purpose or objective, right, and work under the rule of law can be called civil society. Any organization, yeah. This organization generally located between state and family.
State and family.
Yeah. अब मान लीजिए कि ऑल इंडिया आईएएस एसोसिएशन है, उसको सिविल सोसाइटी कहेंगे क्या? ऑल इंडिया आईएएस एसोसिएशन, ये सिविल सोसाइटी होगा क्या? ऑल इंडिया आईएएस एसोसिएशन? नो. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. नहीं होगा ये. क्यों नहीं होगा? क्योंकि ये स्टेट वालों का एसोसिएशन. आईएएस स्टेट होता है. जब मैं पढ़ाऊंगा कुछ दिन के बाद स्टेट का क्या डेफिनेशन है, आईएएस स्टेट होता है. तो और यहां पर वॉलंटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं, आप मेंबर नहीं बन सकते आईएएस एसोसिएशन का. आईएएस ही बनेंगे. बताइए. अच्छा, एग्जाम्पल क्या होगा? एग्जाम्पल लिखिए. PUCL, PUDR, राइट. और बताइए इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे रेड क्रॉस सुना है? रेड क्रॉस. व्हाट इज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्लब?
It is an NGO kind of.
It is an NGO. Yeah. For example, Oxfam. Oxfam का नाम सुने हो?
Oxfam International.
Yeah, it is international. Red Cross is also international. Then उस दिन क्या बात करते हैं? वर्ल्ड वाइड फंड. या वर्ल्ड वाइड फंड, राइट. देन ग्रीन पीस. अच्छा, बचपन बचाओ आंदोलन. बचाओ आंदोलन, ये भी एक मूवमेंट भी है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी है. कैलाश सत्यार्थी इज द PETA. Of course, PETA is also civil society. Yes, you're right, Abhinav. PETA. So for example, RSS is also civil society group. Any organization, 2-3 कंडीशन देख लेना. वो वॉलंटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है कि नहीं है, कॉमन ऑब्जेक्टिव है उनका, और रूल ऑफ लॉ के अंदर काम करते हैं कि नहीं करते. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, रोबर्स ग्रुप कैन नॉट बी कॉल्ड सिविल सोसाइटी. मान लीजिए हम एक ग्रुप बना ले बैंडिट का, हाँ, बैंडिट क्वीन, तो उसको हम नहीं कह सकते सिविल सोसाइटी, बिकॉज दे डोंट वर्क अंडर द रूल ऑफ लॉ. दैट इज ए वेरी मैंडेटरी. एनसीसी is a civil society, National Cadet Corps.
I think it is a state.
How is it a state?
Because it is sponsored by the government.
And it is not a voluntary, but it is a voluntary organization. NCC is talking about. NCC is a voluntary organization. Anyone can join NCC, right? Then it works under the rule of law and it has common on. NCC cannot be called a state. Can it be? NSS, NSS, of course, they are more closer to the state. NSS is also civil society group. नहीं. Anyway, you got the idea. Civil society. Now come to the civil society and panchayati raj. Look at, let me tell you the story of the entire civil society and panchayati raj interaction. Now, if you look at 1990, since 1990 there are lots of proliferation of civil society group, NGO. 1990 से पहले NGO नाम की कोई चीज नहीं हुआ करती थी, right? The greater, in the greater land, I'll teach you in the, governance. NCC excludes transgenders only. Nahi, NCC can include transgender. Shivani, there is no discrimination on the basis of gender. Otherwise, that shall be violation of Article 15, and one can reach to the Supreme Court. No, that even no hotel, no mall can restrict you from entering into it. Otherwise, you can directly reach to the High Court and Supreme Court for the violation of Article 15. ठीक है, शिवानी तो ऐसा exclude नहीं कर सकते. Now, since 1990, there are lots of civil society group, NGO that emerged, and in 1990, you look at the 73rd Amendment Act that gave a constitutional grant to Panchayati Raj. Now, then civil society played a very important role from then to training, empowering, and capacity building of the Panchayat. Civil society group and NGO, helps the Panchayat in training, in information, providing information, to providing some skills, right? And also, telling them how to exercise power, right? They also provides lots of information to the local Panchayat. Making sense? If I talk about, some Panchayat like Action Aid in Odisha, or, it's called Sahitya Parishad, Sahitya Shastra Parishad in Kerala, that there are many organizations which are playing very important role and helping the Panchayat in capacity building, in training, in educating. And this way, if you look at, the Panchayat and the Panchayat, there are very important role of the civil society in improving the Panchayat health, right? Or action of the Panchayat. Sir, NCC 1940 Act, 8 Act, अगर ऐसा एक्ट है, that is not a valid act. Article 13 आपको नहीं पता है शिवानी? What is Article 13? जब ऐसा एक्ट होगा तो अमेंडमेंट हो चुका होगा. Such act violates, constitution. Anyway, now if you look at, government has promoted the inclusion of civil society and NGO in order to strengthen the Panchayati Raj at the village level, right? There are several voluntary organizations, several NGO, several civil society group who are helping civil society, helping Panchayati Raj, Panchayat to grow, to work in their particular area. Right? Got the idea? So this is the story. Now there was one scheme called Rajiv Gandhi, Sashaktikarana Abhiyan. Now this Abhiyan was initiated in order to, take the help from civil society group and NGO in, Panchayat, right? And if you look at in 2004, there was a Ministry of Panchayati Raj. In 2004, the first time Minister of Panchayati Raj was established in India. You know who was the first Panchayati Raj minister? Who was Manisankar Iyer. You remember Manisankar Iyer? I told you one story. The Manisankar Iyer was the person who, suggested Rajiv Gandhi to go for the 73rd Amendment Act to give constitutional recognition to the Panchayat. Now, this Minister of Panchayati Raj made a several, round conference. It's called round conference, Panchayat round conference on Panchayat. Several. And it made an emphasis on the role of civil society group, NGO for the Panchayat. Now, they also talked about three things. One is fund, second is functions, and third is functionaries. Right? What is fund? It means a sufficient fund should be allocated to the Panchayat. Right? Now, this Minister of Panchayati Raj, headed by the Manisankar Iyer, focused on three things. One is fund. What does it mean by fund? Fund means sufficient amount of funds should be allocated to the Panchayat. Now, you can see in 2023, how much amount goes to the Panchayat? 5 crore. अब मुखिया के पास बहुत बड़े बड़े गाड़ी आ गए हैं. Have you observed this? Priya, Abhinav, Shivani, in your area, in your village area, right? Money आएगा तो corruption होगा. Corruption तो ऐसी चीज है, right, कि जब तक नहीं मिला तब तक वो innocent है, जब तक वो, हाँ, सर ये ग्रांट था ना, ये दिया, फंड की बात कर रही है. There was a holistic program called, holistic program framed by Manisankar Iyer in 2013 that मेरा भी एक friend था उस पूरा entire program में. They talked about, three things. One is fund. This means a sufficient amount of funds should be allocated to the Panchayat. Now you can see allocation of money has increased, right? The budget of the resort बना रहे नैनीताल में, कौन? ये मुखिया लोग, पंचायत लोग, प्रिया, द सरपंच लोग बना रहे होंगे. बहुत पैसा है. Even I witnessed last year one of my, not this, मतलब एक होता है ना, गांव में सब रिलेटिव ही होते हैं. I saw, there's a one program, government scheme, हर घर नल, नल में जल, नल से जल, हर घर, have you heard about this program of the government? Program aimed at to providing tapped water in each house. That is a scheme. Now this scheme is being implemented through Panchayati Raj, right? And money has been provided in the account of the Mukhiya, Sarpanch, and also the ward member, right? What they did, they implemented half-heartedly. कुछ घरों में दे दिया, वो भी जो local connection जिसका जान पहचान है, right? And entire money they grabbed. He's a ward member. Ward member, one, there is one Pradhan, then there is a 12 ward member in Bihar. Right? Ward member means, only few households come under the ward. एक वार्ड के अंदर कुछ घर आते हैं, 25 या 30 घर. Yeah, one street. Yeah, from one street there is a one ward. Right? One person. He actually grabbed 40 lakh rupees from only that scheme. Can you imagine? From a small scheme, he grabbed 40 lakh rupees. Right? And I'll tell you, मैं अगर 10 साल तक कमाता रह जाऊंगा तो 40 लाख मेरे पास जमा नहीं हो पाएगा. वो आप पानी तो छोड़ ही दो. Right? Now you can see the panchayat is become so much profitable work, है ना? वहीं पर जाकर के गांव में थोड़ा सा लोगों से बातचीत करते हैं, अपना PR बढ़ाते हैं, राइट? और वहीं पर इलेक्शन लड़ लो, जीत लो, फंड का पैसा आ जाएगा, खा जाओ आराम से, 2-4 करोड़ रुपया 5 साल में मिल जाएगा. See, I'm talking about the local practice that is happening. right? Anyway, so fund has been allocated. Now talk about functions. Now they talked about if you know that there are 11 schedule, and in 11 schedule there are 29 subjects that has given to the panchayat. So let allow panchayat to work on all 29 subjects that has been allocated by the 11th schedule. That is the functions. Making sense? Fund means, functions means. Now come to the functionaries. What is functionary? Here is a, now if there is a sarpanch, let allow them to work. Let allow, there should be no intervention from outside, from example from bureaucracy or from the state government, and they should be helped with the NGOs, right, or civil society group, so that they can be more capable to do work. So they should get functionaries, yani they should get help of civil society group or NGO, so that they can work in a better way. Are you getting my point? Shivani, Priya, Avinav? Now, the fact is that this civil society group or NGO are playing a very important role in enhancing the capability of the panchayat. At the same time, it is creating problems. Because this NGO and civil society group are like parallel institutions, parallel bodies. Right? They are also working for the same area where the panchayat is also working. For example, poverty eradication, right? For example, health, education, so they have their vested interest also. That is also criticism. That is a criticism.
In NGOs, they will be posts for them give the salaries.
Sorry? NGO, of course, every NGO person has salary. Yeah. I'll teach you NGO and civil society group कैसे salary मिलता है, कितना मिलता है. There are some law, government law, right, restricting salary इतना नहीं दे सकते, इतना नहीं खर्च कर सकते आप. Here हमें बहुत ही, yeah, it is based on donations. Yes. पहले था 50% तक आप डोनेशन का सैलरी में खर्च कर सकते हैं. अब है 20% तक आप खर्च कर सकते हैं, only 20%. So now salary has been reduced. Now लिखिए, इसको लिखिए तो जरा write it. देखिए, this टॉपिक है हमारा सिविल सोसाइटी ग्रुप एंड सिविल सोसाइटी, NGOs and Panchayat. Right? Okay. Since 73rd CAA, yeah, Panchayat had strengthened. Panchayat has strengthened to constitutional recognition, and inclusion of women and SC STs. Further, civil society group civil society groups or NGO playing a very important role.
NGOs are playing very important.
Yeah, NGOs are playing, for the civil society groups or NGOs are playing a very important role in training, capacity building, providing skills and information to the panchayat. That is the first line, you write it. Second line you write, second point. The study suggests that whenever the civil society group, groups or NGOs have engaged in panchayat, they have been remained helpful, right? In most of the cases. देखिए, the role of MKSS, मैं लिख देता हूं पूरा फुल फॉर्म, मजदूर किसान शक्ति संगठन, ब्रैकेट में MKSS. The role of मजदूर किसान शक्ति संगठन in Rajasthan,
or MKSS of Rajasthan.
MKSS of Rajasthan or in Rajasthan, the शास्त्रीय साहित्य परिषद in Kerala.
Sir, can you Kerala name?
शास्त्रीय साहित्य परिषद in Kerala. Action Aid in Odisha. Action Aid in Odisha.
Is AID aid?
AID aid. ACTION, action and aid. Action Aid in Odisha.
So Parishad means group, right?
परिषद मतलब हो गया
group association.
हिंदू परिषद, right? अखिल भारतीय विद्यार्थी परिषद मतलब group. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Action Aid in Odisha, have played an important role. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट लिखिए, मिनिस्टर पंचायती राज Ministry of Panchayat, yeah. Minister of Panchayati Raj has also promoted devolution of power. Devolution of power to the panchayat. To the panchayat. Several round conference on panchayat have been held. Several round conference on panchayat have been held to strengthen grassroots democracy in India. Democracy in India.
The devolution means the transfer of power.
Yeah, transfer of power. Yeah. The village panchayat was linked to Rajiv Gandhi Sashaktikiran Abhiyan. Rajiv Gandhi Sashaktikiran Abhiyan. Rajiv Gandhi Sashaktikiran Abhiyan. Yeah, Sashaktikiran. Powerful. Minister of Panchayat Raj has also promoted devolution of power to the panchayat. Several rounds of conference on panchayat have been held to strengthen grassroots democracy in India. The village panchayat was linked to the Rajiv Gandhi Sashaktikiran Abhiyan. Yeah. And it focused on capacity building of the elected leaders. The village panchayat was linked to the Rajiv Gandhi Sashaktikiran Abhiyan, and it focused on capacity building of the elected leaders. The government has focused on functions and functionaries. For the local rural self-government. Funds refers to sufficient allocation of financial resources to the panchayat. so that it can work independently. Right? The government has focused on functions and functionaries for the local rural self-government. Funds refer to the sufficient allocation of financial resources to the panchayat so that it can work independently. You know, fund is a very much basic one. Without fund, we can't do anything. Right? Finance is called engine of any organization, any institution, even individual. पैसा रहेगा तो तबीयत ठीक रहेगा. पैसा नहीं, शहर की बात है, पता नहीं गांव में, you know, I studied till 10th in village. पैसा नहीं होता तो कोई टेंशन नहीं होती थी. बट दिल्ली में अगर जेब में पैसा ना हो तो बड़ा टेंशन होता है. लेट मी टेल यू. हाँ, नहीं है ना अमन. अगर पैसा ना हो तो घर से निकलने का हिम्मत नहीं होगा कि मैं घर से निकल जाऊं. बट गांव में इतना सेंस नहीं था. किसी कहीं गया, कहीं बैठा, किसी के यहाँ चाय पिया, किसी ने कुछ खिलाया, खाया पिया, अपने फिर से घर से चला गया. यस, यहाँ पर तो भाई एक कप चाय पीना भी, you know, you can't even walk. If you look at the road, entire road has been captured for the car and bus. There is no road for the, you know, walker. Can you see? Pavement has been slashed. Road has been widened. There is no path for the walker. अब किसी के पास पैसा नहीं है तो कहाँ जाएगा वो? Right? So I'm just talking about, you know, there's some reality, Priya. Just we talked about the government has, you know, focused on functions and functionaries for the local rural self-government. Funds refers to the sufficient allocation of financial resources to the panchayat so that it can work independently. और मैं बात कर रहा था कि how fund is very much important for anyone. And if you talk about the urban society में तो बहुत ही फंड की जरूरत है. बिना पैसे तो आप निकल नहीं सकते. Anyway, लिखिए, functions denotes that, you know, all items, all 29 items, you know, mentioned in the 11th schedule all 29 items mentioned in the 11th schedule should be given to panchayat. Right? The panchayat can make economic development program. Yeah. Program and implement it. The panchayat can make economic development program and implement it. That is the functions. Functions मतलब है कि all 29, you know, 29 items, subjects mentioned in the 11th schedule should be given to the panchayat. State should नहीं करना चाहिए intervention. Otherwise, आप जब देखेंगे 29 subjects mentioned in the 11th schedule, many of the items are common, which is also mentioned in the state list.
Some are voluntary allocation and other are involuntary. I think.
The 29 subjects?
Yes, some subjects can be allocated, some cannot be.
No, see, when it talked about functions, it emphasized that whatever the 29 subjects are there in the 11th schedule, right? Let allow panchayat to function properly, right? And let allow panchayat to work all the subjects that is given by the 11th schedule, right? Now come to the functionaries. Functionaries, implies that the elected leaders should get help, get all kinds of help, help from state as well as from civil society groups, NGOs. आपने VOs का नाम सुना है? वॉलेंट्री ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, वो भी सिविल सोसाइटी का पार्ट है, वॉलेंट्री ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. देन कम्युनिटी बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, and so on. Am I making sense? Yeah? VOs means voluntary organization. It's a VO. V for violet. VO is, voluntary organization. कभी कभी अपने आप voluntary organization बन जाते हैं. शिवानी. Now let me talk about challenges to the PRI. Yeah, challenges to the Panchayati Raj institution in India. Now, first challenge is there is no separate, clear-cut, separation of power between state and panchayat. There are several, subjects which are included in the state list. There are also several subjects which are included in the 11th schedule. Right, so it becomes confusion sometimes. Right? Look, first, there is no separate, there is no clear separation. There is no clear separation of power between state and local panchayat. ये बड़ा ही प्रॉब्लम है. स्टेट रेगुलेट करती है लोकल पंचायत को. सर प्लीज watch, switch to the last slide. Yes, Priya. Write it. हो जाए तो मुझे बताइएगा. If you're done, then let me know, Priya. समझ में आ रहा है ना? Yes. Very good. Now come to the challenges to PRI. There is no clear separation of power between state and local panchayat. Look, there are several subjects. There are several subjects which falls in the state list as well as in the 11th schedule. Schedule, yeah. as well as 11th schedule.
In the form of the 29.
Yeah. It creates confusion for the local government. Creates confusion for the local government. अच्छा, ये समझ में आया? First point, Priya, Shivani, Avinav. There is a confusion between the state, responsibility and panchayat responsibility. तो पंचायत को लगता है कि उनका है. Anyway, secondly, apathy of bureaucracy. Apathy of
Secondly,
apathy. APATHY. Bureaucrat does not like panchayat. Bureaucrats always held Janta Darbar. सुना है? Right? DM, SP, ये जनता दरबार हेल्प करते हैं. They are not entitled to held Janta Darbar. Right? I don't know in the southern India, but northern India it happens. Right? And the bureaucrats doesn't like elected leaders. They thought that elected leaders are uneducated, they don't know anything. Yeah, they create obstacles, of course. No lok adalat, Shivani. Janta Darbar is a very much informal practice that is going on by the bureaucrats. Very much informal devices. ठीक है? चलो, अगर कोई MLA जनता दरबार करता है, fine, because he is elected leader. Bureaucrats are not elected by the people. Chief Minister अगर जनता दरबार करता है, it's fine, because Chief Minister is the elected one. Right? No, Shivani. It is a choice that bureaucrat takes up. Bureaucrat, thought that they are truly representative of people, responsible to the people, right? So they actually held it. So write it. Look it. Yeah, right. Indian administrators had colonial mindset. Colonial mindset. And they are not sympathetic. They are not sympathetic to the panchayat. They are not sympathetic to the panchayat. They create hurdle. No? By holding Janta Darbar. Janata, yes. Janata. Darbar. They create hurdle by holding Janata Darbar. They are calling people and then listening the people's grievances and try to solve them.
But sir, how they are creating obstacle by?
A bureaucrat is not an elected body. Elected body is a pradhan of that region. So they should come. They should hold a. What is a gram panchayat? What is the significance of the gram panchayat? Gram sabha. People should gather in the gram sabha. They should discuss the grievances, right? And there are at each 3 layers there are elected leaders. Village level.
What? Not doing perfectly meet to the villages means these will go and see them.
No, see what happens. Due to the failure of the panchayat in 1970-80s, was the major root cause was the bureaucrat. Bureaucrat was not sympathetic, very, very apathetic towards the panchayat. Right. What happens? What bureaucrat should? Bureaucrat should become a facilitator. They should, they should actually coordinate with the local elected panchayat and then call the people and then, have a conversation, a debate. नहीं
in front of these leaders in panchayat, they didn't tell sir.
अरे ऐसा नहीं होता है. No.
Because after the bureaucrat went out, then then they again discriminate on themselves.
I can understand, but this is also true, but it's not always the true.
Sir, when these administrators are holding this Janta Darbar, they are
not all administrator. Aman, not all administrator. Even I'm not generalizing. Now, few MLA, a few bureaucrats holding Janta Darbar because they think that they are, bureaucrat, they are district magistrate, and they should be accountable to the people of that district. So they call people. What are your grievances? What is your grievances?
They are in a way diverting from their duties.
Exactly. Their duty is implementation.
Yeah,
policy implementation. Their duty is not to, listening the people's grievances.
Yes.
Now, right, have you heard about MLA lad and MP lad? MLA LAD and MP lad?
Local area development.
Yeah, MP. MP lad is called, MLA lad is called local area development. MLA, member of legislative assembly. Local area development. That is called MLA lad. Right. यहाँ पर MP होगा, sorry. MP means member of parliament. LAD means local area development. MP, local area development. MLA or MP both gets fund each year for the local development, for making drainage, for constructing the road and correcting the streets. Right? There is a scholar, his name is George Matthew. Yesterday I talked about. George Matthew questions if MLA or MP, see, MLA or MP is supposed to debate on national issue. MLA is supposed to debate on, regional issue or national issue, right? Or the state issue. And local work should be, should go on to the local government. If MLA or MP would work for the local development, then what is the use of the panchayat then? Right? Why we use a lot of, in Delhi, one MLA gets 10 crore per year for their development, for the local area development. Can you think of?
But sir, are they getting it regularly?
They are getting regularly.
Yes, there is no delay.
There is no delay.
For 1 year, sir.
1 year, 10 crore. Yani in 5 years, they get 50 crore. Can you imagine the amount of money? Then what is the use of this MCD or local area, local development? Yeah, of course they say they are the pocket money. I have interviewed few MLA while I was doing my work, field work for my PhD. वो pocket money होता उनका. Sorry.
They are saying this thing by themselves.
Yeah. I'm telling you that he was a BJP MLA from Sangam, Bihar, Dr. SLC Gupta. Now he's not a more MLA. Right now he's a doctor in Batra Hospital.
The symbol of corruption.
You see, that is a different story. But question is here, if MLA or MP is given task to develop the local area, then basic question arises, what is the significance of the local government then? So the basic questions. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Aman,
Yes.
Priya, Shivani, Avinav, getting the idea? The basic question. Yeah, so write it. write it. देखिए, these funds are given to MLA and MP respectively for local area development. Local area development in their constituency. In their constituency. Okay, George Matthew yeah, George George Matthew, comma, a noted scholar on Panchayat, asked that if MLA or MPs are responsible for local development, then what is the significance? What is the significance of local government? What is the significance of local government? Clear? Right? Now, have you heard about PM Adarsh Yojana? PM Adarsh Gram Yojana. Now, in 2015, government had initiated new scheme called PM Adarsh Gram Yojana. Now, this Yojana, allow an MP, member of the parliament, to adopt a village and create a model village through development of various things. Education, health, roads, infrastructure. If PM will adopt a village, तो debate कौन करेगा? गोगोई का मैं पढ़ रहा था किसी दिन 2-3 दिन पहले, Ranjan Gogoi entered Rajya Sabha after his retirement. He asked 0 question in the parliament. His attendance is 29% in the last 3 years. Right? And he spoke 0 times. Can you imagine? Such a scholar, great learned judge entered in the parliament only for the namesake. Nahi, Aman.
Yes.
If he has not asked a question, then what is the use of him?
He might be in the political pressure.
Yeah. Sorry?
He might be in the political pressure.
Maybe, I don't know. Right? Abhinav is saying, the Ram Mandir judges, judges, now one judge, was appointed as a governor. Yes. Like PM Adarsh Gram Yojana. Right? In 2015.
2015.
Yeah, in 2015, PM announced PM Adarsh Gram Yojana. Yeah, Adarsh Gram Yojana and appealed to each MP. Each MP मतलब each member of parliament. हाँ, MP का full form आता है ना सबको? Each member of parliament to adopt a village and do developmental work. In 2015, PM announced PM Adarsh Gram Yojana and appealed to each MP to adopt a village and to do developmental work. Such a scheme discourages पंचायत. जहां पर एमपी आ जाएंगे वहां पर मुखिया जी क्या करेंगे? कुछ नहीं करेंगे. Aman, when an MP will be there, will a mukhia will do anything? Will mukhia do anything? Sarpanch, बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं होगा.
But sir, regarding the former point, I would like to argue one thing. That in village there is no MLA.
Yeah, in village no MLA.
But they are also the panchayat members are also getting their funds for their local development.
Local development, yeah.
So if MP and MLA are given the funds for their jurisdiction of sphere, then what is wrong in that?
See what happened. When you see what happened, the local people, there is a corruption in the local level.
Yes.
But at the same time, there are lots of local hangama.
Yes.
Yeah, people are talking each other. They are deliberating. They are challenging the mukhia. He is corrupt. He will not be elected.
Yes.
Right? Can you see such kind of deliberation at the state level and national level?
Yes, sir. The blame game.
The blame, not only blame game, right? Actually people try to hold elected panchayat accountable. Okay, sir, which is better than MP or panchayat? See, at local level, panchayat should be better. Panchayat should be allowed to work independently. ठीक है, एक और लिख लीजिए. कितना पॉइंट हुआ है? 3, 4th लिखिए. No, it would be 5th. Okay, right, 5th. Lack of basic structure. Lack of basic infrastructure. लिखिए, Indian villages still lacks proper road.
Indian villages.
Yeah, Indian villages still lacks proper road, electricity, internet services. Right? And it poses challenges to the panchayat. 6th, exclusive nature of village. Exclusive exclusive nature of village. No, Indian society is still patriarchal and casteist. Right. The casteist. Indian village is very much exclusive. The Indian village is very much exclusive, right? Where local elite, that is dominant caste male, dominant caste male have dominance in the panchayat. Write it. कितना time हो गया? अच्छा time हो गया? Yeah. Indian society is still patriarchal and casteist. The Indian village is very much exclusive, where local elite, that is dominant caste male, have dominance in the panchayat. These are the basically challenges before the panchayat. Okay, so Monday we will begin right from the starting, from the first chapter. Yeah. Okay. Done, Priya. Okay. Bye bye. See you everyone.